Oftentimes I've been asked, why do I need a publicist? Can't I do it myself? And yes, overall, you can absolutely do a lot of the PR aspects yourself. Here are a few things that I think you need a team for and why. Number one, let's talk about the why because that's easy. You don't have the time for it and you don't have the contacts, you don't have the networking connections. Publicists have been doing this for a very long time, at least if you go to the right one. And we have established, at least I have for over 20 years, I have established a network of people who take my word for when I am putting a client in front of them. And if you are doing this on your own, you will have potentially, unless you have a really amazing network of people, and if so, that's awesome, you will have trouble getting into the right doors, even though, because I'm always honest with you, I have to say that even though sometimes you can pitch cold pitch, and when you do cold pitches, if you have the right hook, it's the right time, and I believe in fate, you can definitely get the right press hit. But who has the time for that? I know that, as a businesswoman, I even have my team do the PR for our company. And I'm writing a book right now and I'm having my team prep so much of that for me. There's no way I have the time to do that. And I'm a publicist and I don't even do my own PR. It's incredibly hard to dedicate the amount of time you need to do your publicity the right way. So if you can afford it, it is better to explore having a PR team. If you can't afford it, that is a completely different story. And you should definitely do your own PR versus just letting it sit and assume like my social media will do enough, or, the right people will find my book, or the right people will find, my movie or whatever it is that you're promoting. And that's not necessarily true. And in a world that is inundated with information these days, there is so much out there. I hear people always say like, everybody's an influencer now. And look at me, I'm making videos. Everybody has a platform. At least most people do. The people who know that they should have one, because you really should have a platform. So you can't just sit there anymore, write a book and hope that your publisher does what they need to do and millions of people will see it. Even if you're trying to get your book seen by 10,000 people, it takes effort, so you have to put time into it. And if you watch my other videos, I go into PR photos, how you work with your social media, how you work in other ways for you to think about your marketing to go hand in hand with your publicity. There's so many things that you should do. And the most important thing I will always say is consistency. You have to keep putting yourself out there. Even when your book comes out, that is the time to really push, not just pre-launch. Once you hit pub date, you really want to pay attention to, okay, who's gravitating to this? Who's not? Where's my audience? How do I find the community that I'm trying to build, and work on that? If you have a movie come out, you don't just simply have a movie come out and just hope everybody watches it. That has always bugged me about the film industry. It is so important to keep that momentum going, but so many times people just do press and lead up to a certain launch point and then forget about it. And that, I think, is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. I hope all this info helped.